Good morning, everybody. 7:04. Now we're in the 7 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. Hope you guys are having a good one out there. Oh, man. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Appreciate you guys having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And now you can watch along on Facebook, YouTube, and X. It is Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and this is your final day. Been telling you since 5:30 to become a finalist for the Cavs contest, where you can end up with the Cavaliers home game, final home game of the regular season when they take on the Charlotte Hornets this Sunday, Fan Appreciation Day. You got that going on. You got chances this hour, and then 2 in the 9 o'clock hour. One on here when we do the Q to call, and one on the live video stream of the show. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and X right now. As a matter of fact, you can go check it out. You're going to want to like the live video feed. And what are we typing today, Lauren?
Dang, I knew you were always going to ask me. I should have a word ready. I don't know. Jake, you got any ideas?
Who's the mascot for
The Cavaliers?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's a great question.
Whoever that is, put that in the comments.
Is it Moondog? Am I making that up? Is there? I mean, they have two, but I think the main one's Moondog. They have an actual Cavalier guy, like a 3 Musketeers.
And Sir CC.
Yeah, I would have never known Sir CC. I could see him, but I would have never known his name.
He's the swashbuckler. I like that word.
Swashbuckler. We'll go with Moondog.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake pulling out the mascot. Well done. Moondog, I believe, is the more popular that all the kids love. No, nothing against CC, but I think Moondog is the main guy that everyone's like, hey, it's Moondog. Yay. I'll never forget one time working in Youngstown. We had a minor league hockey team there for a couple years. Not the Phantoms are still there, but they're like a high school, early college team.
Yeah.
And there was Steelhounds. They were an actual minor league hockey team there, and we had and they did stuff with our radio station. So like we'd go there some nights, every station would have a night, whatever. They had mascot night. I learned a lot about mascots for pro football teams. They make a lot more money than you think.
Oh, they make a ton of money, and
I thought they were like interns.
I get why they do. I'll never forget the one time we had somebody that worked for the station that decided it would be a good idea to slide on a mascot's head.
No, it's not. It's not.
They all have their own uniforms for a very good reason.
Yeah, they don't share those. I met the Columbus Blue Jackets at the time.
Yeah.
And he laughed at me, and I was just like, oh, cool. Are you an intern for the Blue Jackets? No, man, I'm salary. I'm on payroll.
Right.
And he told me what he made. We just ended up like chatting a little bit later, talking more, and it was more casual. I didn't mean to offend you. I assumed he was a young kid. He looked younger than me at the time. So I figured like, awesome. You're in college or just out of college, make some money, and realized that he was he claimed he was making $50K.
I believe
now
it.
You're like, well, that's not but for a mascot.
You literally get to put on a costume and act like an idiot, which is so much fun, and nobody knows who you are.
You just sweat a ton.
Yeah, well, you sweat a ton, and then you have to keep putting that costume back on.
I still remember the kid walking with all his stuff, and he had it all, and he's huge ass bag. I was like, oh yeah, you looking in? He's like, life. He's like, no, man.
Silly man.
Yeah, but oh man, and boy, did the kids love mascot night at that event, because they had like the Blue Jackets, the Pirates mascot, like they had a bunch of Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and like Columbus came up, and it's kind of a cool idea actually. If you like want to get kids in there, but
yeah.
That's what I found out. Professional team mascots, they're not slumming it. I'm not saying they're rolling, like the richest in the world. I'm not saying it's like, Bill Gates, but one of those jobs you think like, don't pay nothing. I'm like, a little more than you think.
Yeah.
A little more than you think. So we got Cavs finalists today. Your call Wednesday, 8 o'clock hour. Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame at 8:30. Plus, what else we get into? I definitely want to talk about those parents getting sentenced. I know we talked a while back when they were found guilty, but they got sentenced yesterday, right?
They did.
Woo! It's an interesting discussion.
It is a very. I watched part of the trial. I watched the father read his letter to the jury that he had prepared. There's so much. If you've been following this, though, there's just so much. I can't wait to talk about it with you because
it just it poses an interesting question that even I find myself going, where do I stand on that? You know what I mean? You're like, is that fair game? Is it not? Is it? How? I don't know. But it's interesting. Like I said, I know we talked about the story when it was going on, but the sentence came down yesterday, and judge wasn't lenient.
Not at all.
We'll talk about that. The Ricky Martin thing's been cracking me up for a good 12 hours now.
Ricky Martin? I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm putting it on the website. Well, I'm putting the story on the website.
Okay.
Something happened with Ricky Martin when he was helping out and he came on stage during Madonna's show.
Oh.
Well, if you don't know, I mean, feel free to look it up while songs are playing, but he enjoyed himself. That couple of things to get into. It is 7:10. It's Teddy Swims. It's Lose Control on Q92. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
it's awesome.
I will say it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic test.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself know. They
created that for themselves.
You've still got hours of sleep. That might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot. He actually gets himself out of bed and eats. And then gives
himself more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right now.
Yes, it is.
We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mm-hmm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
You know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
This is Olga. No,
it increases your audience selection.
Yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like 2 promotions, maybe 1 more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock Where he's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like
Yeah.
he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding them, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
wow.
All right.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
You know what I love about our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN?
That it smacks. I mean, it's so
Man,
good.
You go to pee sometimes. You leave this studio. You have to walk by the WDPN studio to come back to our studio.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Rex in the morning.
Sexy Rexy.
Clint, our newsman, our buddy.
Absolutely.
Does the news every day and calls high school football here on the station. But, man, you'll come back from the bathroom and you'll hear an absolute banger coming out of that studio.
It could be Billy Joel. It could be Madonna. It could be Michael Bolton. I mean, I've heard come out of that. I've heard the Fievel song somewhere out there.
Whoa, somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Tremendous song.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
good.
a great song.
Yeah.
That was a sad movie at times.
Oh, my gosh.
American Tail.
That might be the first time as a child that I knew what depression was.
Kid lost his family.
I know. And then you were worried about losing yours. It made you a paranoid child.
Like, oh, damn. Oh, find your family, Feifel. Oh, and that song wasn't exactly the happiest song either.
No.
Oh, underneath the same blue sky. Oh, my God. If you swallow chewing gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. I was absolutely told that.
Okay, so I wasn't told that it was staying there for 7 years, but my great grandmother used to tell us that if we swallowed gum, our insides would stick together, and if we swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in our stomach.
Oh, I used to think that too.
Yeah,
I used to think I could grow fruit in my stomach.
You thought you could grow fruit in your stomach?
Yeah.
I mean, 5. You don't know any better.
Multiple fruits?
Yeah. Well, like I never actually had one, so I guess multiple
So
fruits.
you thought if you swallowed any type of fruit seed, that fruit would then grow in your
inside of
stomach?
me. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I did.
totally told that by my great grandmother.
I did think that.
All right, you want to hear a weird, gross one?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean a kid. This is going to be kind of gross. I used to think my testicles were stuffed shells. Right here on today's Hit Music Q92, about 10 minutes away from a look at sports. Good morning, everybody. Cavs finalists coming up this hour. Be listening. Q to call will be coming. Your caller number 10. You'll be good to go. Final day, by the way, with us, with Nick, with Keller this afternoon, with Ryan tonight. So if you want to get on these tickets, have a chance to win them tomorrow morning, you need to be listening all day long for the Q to call. Also going to give you another opportunity. You go over to the live video feed on Facebook, YouTube, and X, click the like button, and put Moondog in the comments section. We're going to pick one of you at the end of the show and make you a finalist as well. I was in Lauren's news. I actually found this interesting. We've talked about this case before. Now, the sentence wasn't handed down, but we talked about it when they were found guilty. In Michigan, the parents of a teenager who killed 4 students in a 2021 school shooting. The parents were each sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison yesterday, a few weeks after being convicted of manslaughter. James and Jennifer Crumley, I'm citing this from CNN's website, that's where I'm reading this from, who each faced up to 15 years in prison, pretty much got the full sentence yesterday. So they ruled that Lauren, the parents kind of negligent, ignoring multiple, huge, the jury felt they ignored, huge warning signs.
Well, the judge
This was a
did too.
trial. Yeah, and the judge did too.
The judge said this was a runaway train that you could have stopped. I mean, she made it very clear that they were, and they had evidence that they had warning signs. There were very visible cues that he needed help. He was potentially unstable, that he needed help for sure. Not only that, they purchased a gun. He called it his beauty. I mean, he was 15 years old. 15 years old. They had a lot of other firearms in the house. Meanwhile, dad is pouring it on how empathetic he is and how he wants the truth as well, citing one of the victim's fathers, saying, I want the whole truth. I want to know why this happened. Why these kids? Why were these kids targeted? Why did this have to happen? And he's up there reading his statement to the jury going, I would like the truth too. I don't know why. I would like to know why.
Yeah.
But mom is in complete denial.
I saw her quote, I've asked myself if I would have done anything differently, and I wouldn't have.
Yeah. Complete denial. Complete
She
denial.
said
And complete, this is not my fault.
Said if she knew her son was capable, then it would have been different. And the dad said, he just said he was not aware his son was planning anything, and he just has to be sentenced in a fair way.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to me on a couple levels, because is as far as I can remember, and if I'm wrong, text line, you guys love to correct us, feel free, and I mean that. I don't know, is this a precedent? Because I don't know that I remember parents being punished for their kids doing a mass shooting before. And I could be missing something, an idiot, a case that was big and I missed it. And should this be where we go now? Or should the parents at least be looked at? I'm not saying, okay, every
Correct.
time the parents...
Listen, yes, we all know that our kids can keep secrets. We do. But if there was writing on the wall like there was in this particular situation and a parent didn't intervene, I mean, she could have that morning been like, something's off with my kid. She could have kept him home from school. She could have just taken a look in his backpack and she would have found the gun. I mean, if you think that your child is unstable, and I mean, she didn't. According to her, she didn't. But I don't know how she couldn't have. Going through the events that led up to him going to school and stuff, I would have been like, what's going on with you? You know what I mean?
I do, and I don't discredit what you're saying, but I just, as now a parent, I'm not saying you would deny it, but wouldn't it be almost impossible for you to imagine your kid?
It would be, but I'll tell
Wouldn't
you
it
what.
just be so hard for you to wrap your head around?
If I were that mom that was sitting there, while I would have not wanted to believe that my child was capable of doing something so completely evil and heinous, I would truly be like, I failed as a parent. I did. How did I not see this? How did I not pick up on some cues? And you see from other mass shooters, parents that have been interviewed or have spoken out years later, they had those feelings of like, and while we can't beat ourselves up as parents for every little thing and that we don't catch every little thing, I feel like if there's something this sinister, there would be some kind of a sign.
Yeah, you think so. I just think I could see myself being like, my kid? No, not my. You know what I mean?
Right. No one wants to think that about their child.
No. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just, man. So do you think this should be the new way? That when these things happen, and these are tragedies, and these are not things that happen so more often than they ever should.
Oh, I agree.
But
I'm upset that we don't gasp more than what we do when it happens now, because we're starting to get that desensitization to it, because it's like, oh, it happened again.
So should parents be fair game? And I'm not saying no matter what, I mean, go to jail, your kid. I'm saying fair game to now. The parents need to be under investigation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
Are we
Here's
saying
my
this?
other thing. You know,
Is Pandora's box open now?
I don't know that it's open. I feel like there has to be a reason or probable cause to be able to investigate the parents. I feel like, it can't just be like, hey, he was holding this big, or this happened very, built over the course of a few days. Someone got an idea to do something like this. I mean, that's different. If you watched the trial, I also believe the school had some negligence in this.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes us to the topic, and I don't really want to go down the whole gun control path. But if you have guns in the house and you have teenagers, and they're not licensed to operate, or they haven't taken their CCW class, those guns should be locked up. I do believe that wholeheartedly. Yeah. I'm not going to deny anybody their right to own guns legally and to protect our kids, making sure that they're taken care of, doing the responsible parent thing.
Yeah, they each got 10 to 15 years. I mean, they pretty much got the full extent of what they could have gotten. I believe 15 was the most they were up against.
I mean, I've got to be honest, from what I watched of the trial, I kind of felt like that was appropriate.
I'm curious, you guys, what you guys think. Is this something now when something this tragic happens, are parents fair game to be investigated? Or is it, no, the kid did it. It's on the kid, or you know what I mean? I'm just curious what your guys' opinions are. Jake, what are your thoughts real quick?
I don't really think the parents should be in all that much trouble. Like, yeah, they have a responsibility to raise their child, but I mean, the dude was 15. You kind of make your own decisions at 15, even though you're not.
Not in my household.
Well, you're still a child, but you're old enough to know right from wrong, I think, at 15. So, no.
You can have your opinion. You're fine.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's interesting to me. I feel like you got to look at it. I feel like you got to look at it. But I mean, we need to not just be quick to be like, parents go to jail. But I think at this point you got to look at everything, right?
I think you have to. I mean, the other things came out too, like that the dad had been calling the prosecutor and making threats to her over the phone using the recorded jail line. I mean,
no, these were not. Yeah, This was not the Waltons we're locking up.
Exactly. We
No.
weren't. Yeah, this was not a picturesque family.
No,
They
it's
had,
not Danny Tanner.
which not every family is perfect. I get that at the same time, but
No.
I
I see texts coming in. We'll get to those. We got sports coming up right after Nickelback and Rockstar. It's Q92.
I'm through.
Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
it's like, woo,
I
Yeah.
say Ric Flair, everyone goes woo.
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
woo.
Do you know
There
Ric
go.
Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs.
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like,
He has his own wings now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. They pulled it up somewhere, and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings. Wings.
oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings. Wings.
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh God! I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like it's him on the box. It says Woo across
Well,
the
do
box.
it all
and then
together now,
wings.
so you would be like, woo, wings.
Woo Wings.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mhm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
you know about Jackson?" I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Oh, yeah, there
Real
you
nice
go.
girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
Right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
this is Olga. No,
It increases your
Yeah.
audience selection.
Yeah. yeah. You're the more higher you're on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract you know, the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like two promotions, maybe one more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling
Done.
you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put
listen,
on Sports Center and
I hear
and
what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was
How many
very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes. And they
go
did it
pick
on the
up.
heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other
Oh
2.
my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the
Well,
youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I
The
understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where it's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I wanna go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like
Yeah.
he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And it'll be
And
nothing.
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding him, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
Wow.
all right. All right.
I was just coming back from work listening to your guys' little segment about the court case of the 15-year-old with the gun and the shooting.
Yeah,
Yes.
go right ahead, man.
I'm 33 years young, and when I moved to the States from Germany, I got picked on a lot. And my grandparents and my great-grandparents, they raised me, and God rest their souls, they were amazing people to raise. But I feel that the parents should only be subjugated to being charged or looked at for investigation if it deems correctly. Like, I don't know the whole story. I just know from a kid personality being picked on and bullied, I made a threat to shoot the whole football team because they were picking on me and threw me into a locker. And I had to sit there and got suspended for 3 months because they investigated it, and teachers and stuff backed up everything happening. But as a kid, at that point, I seen what I was doing was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I never had access to guns because my stepdad at the time, he sat there and locked them all up in his safe, and he taught us all proper gun control.
Exactly. No, I agree with
And
that.
he made it a point to sit there and make it liable. Hey, what you choose to do with this knowledge is on you. I can only help you by understanding the safety of the situation.
Wow.
I like that.
Thank God your grandparents raised you the way they did. It sounds like they were amazing people.
Yeah.
They were by far the greatest people in the world to me. And that's how I treat everybody now. I give everybody joy and bring smiles to everybody because the world's full of just hate.
There's a lot
And
of
everyone's
that.
going to look for negative things.
There is. And what I'm taking away from this too is I hear you say about, it's hard because kids can suck, man. They can bully and it's horrible. And it's like when you're young, it's hard to wade through those emotions and the way that it's making you feel. But it sounds like your grandparents really were there for you to help you understand that joy is the way to go and that you have to kind of turn
Exactly.
your back on that and not resort to violence.
Yeah, and I'm glad you didn't, and
Yeah.
I'm glad you're the way that you like. Again, that's a tribute to your grandparents again. And
Absolutely.
glad you're doing awesome now.
And to you.
Thank you, guys. Well, you guys have a good day. I hope other people can take away from what I said.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
You're welcome.
Interesting phone call. Talking about the situation of these parents sentenced James and Jennifer Crumley. It was a big. You'll hear it in the news this morning. The parents of a teenager who killed 4 students in a school shooting in Michigan, they were sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison. Found guilty weeks ago and sentenced yesterday. The most they could have got was 15. They got 10 to 15. And if you haven't read up on the story, Lauren gave some of the details, and you guys can read up on it. But I feel like these parents, if you read the case and read about it, if you're not familiar with it, hard not to feel like these parents, and I'm not saying all parents, but
Right.
these in particular.
Well, this is what really got me and what kind of made me feel differently. It said that Ethan Crumley had sketched images of a gun, a bullet, and a wounded man on math paper, accompanied by despondent phrases such as "the thoughts won't stop," help me, my life is useless." He definitely had exhibited cries for help. He had told a counselor he was sad. A grandmother had died. His only friend had suddenly moved away. The drawing reflected his interest in creating video games. But then on the back of it, he had sketched this. So his parents were actually called to the school to discuss the behavior the school had been seeing. Lasted less than 15 minutes. His parents didn't give it much time. Said that they understood and they were going to go home and talk.
Yeah, I mean, there were signs were there, and he literally was writing down, "Help! I want help. I need help."
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, that was not. I don't believe, from what I saw of the case. I'm not going to pretend like I read every paper, know everything that was in the case. It doesn't seem like they did that or even attempted to do that.
Yeah. And their son also is serving a life sentence for this.
Yes. Let's go to the text line. There's a lot of texts about this. I think the school system was responsible too. Why didn't they check his backpack when he was called to the office?
I agree. I told you I felt like the school was a little bit negligent too. And he was in the office and they let him stay at the school even after his parents got called in for that conference. They didn't make him leave. They kept him there and they didn't search his backpack.
Text Christian, this is setting a huge precedent. I'm a gun person, but what kind of irresponsible moron gives a 15-year-old unlimited access to a handgun?
Well, and it was his handgun. It was an early Christmas gift. They bought it for him.
Yeah. And again, I'm just like you. I'm not trying to go down the gun law thing at all. That is not what this is about. But I could say, regardless how you feel about gun control and all that, most mature gun owners do everything properly.
They do.
Everything's locked. They have this safe. They train everyone that is where it's in the house knows how to operate it, knows the safety protocols. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in this case, that wasn't the case. Some people genuinely cannot decipher other people's emotions. Kids are not. However, I do feel like parents need to be more responsible for their children.
I understand the emotional part. I mean, but the school did pick up on it. So even if the parents were unaware.
Text, but for so long we've done nothing but wring our hands and say, oh, prayers for XYZ community. We're looking for a root cause of these behaviors as another way to stop school shootings. So in this groundbreaking case, they felt the parents could have done more. Yeah. They do. And like I said, I'm trying to think. I don't know that I there's been a case like this before where the
not
parents
that I'm aware of
were indeed found. Like, no, you led to you are one of the leading factors that this happened. Maybe the kid was such I'll edit poop show. They didn't notice anything out of the norm. And as Lauren stated, there were absolutely signs. There was a counselor. There was the school telling the parents.
That's what I'm saying. If we take what the parents are witnessing, how much they were paying attention or even seeing at home out of the equation, the school definitely raised red flags.
Text, I didn't watch the trial, but it makes me wonder if they'll retro this precedent to past school shootings. Someone says.
I don't know.
That's interesting. I don't know. You can go back and do that.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I don't think every situation. This one was unique. The school pointed it out. They gave him access to a gun. There were many other things where it was almost like they made it way too easy for him to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Time for a couple more texts. I mean, to be fair, school shootings usually happen for a reason. Granted, it is terrible that it happened, but he was probably being bullied by other students. There's a story to both sides.
Yeah.
You see,
but we also can't promote that it's okay to do this in response to that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it needs to stop all the way around. We need to be better about teaching our kids on how to treat each other and how to respond to emotional distress.
Yeah. This person sent another text. There's both sides. I was bullied when I was in school, and I know right from wrong. It's the same thing when people blame video games and music and movies for all these bad things. They just need to be taught right from wrong, which is pretty bad that you have to teach that.
Yeah, no, I agree, but that's a good point.
I mean, and the caller talked about he was being bullied. I mean, listen, and I tell I don't ever want anything bad to happen to any kid anywhere at any school,
course.
especially I'm a father now. You're a mother. It's just, but the whole bullying thing, man. I was like, you kids really need to watch that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you push someone and you push someone and you push someone,
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm not saying anyone deserves. No, it's not the answer. But God, just leave people alone. Just enjoy your. If you're not friends with someone, just enjoy your friends. Enjoy your. You know what I mean?
Like, stay in your lane.
Yeah, like God. You see here. We'll get some more of these texts here coming up. We got the cue to call for the Cavs contest coming up as well. Right now, it's Fallout Boy. It's We Didn't Start the Fire. 7:44. It's Q92. Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were waiting in line for $2 beers for quite some time. You were with friends. I was alone. I wanted to speak to you so bad. I hope the look in your eyes was attraction from your side too. And that's it.
Wow.
So if you were in line for $2 beers, Pride night at the Guardians game, and you had attraction in your eyes, someone's looking for you.
What does that look like?
Depends.
I just put a muscle in my stomach.
A lot of things. Ton of things. A million faces you could make.
That's so gross.
Could be. It could have been gross. We don't know. We weren't there. There you go. Misconnections.
Jake, let me see your attraction look.
What's your attraction? Seduce Lauren with your eyes.
Come on, I'm waiting. This isn't.
I can't. I don't make faces.
You don't have to leave that.
Well, I was gonna.
You know what?
I don't. Yeah, I don't just look at a girl and just like make a weird face and be like, "Come here."
Okay.
Not even
That's
gonna
fair.
try.
No,
I can't. I can't top the two you did. I can't.
Fair enough. I do a pretty good job right there.
Call now to win.
Call now to score tickets to see the Cavs. We are Q92.
Final day to become a finalist. Here is a chance. 330-450-9292. Get your name in the running for a chance to win tickets to see the Cavs' final home game of the season against the Charlotte Hornets this Sunday at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Caller 10, you'll be our latest finalist. Good luck. The early 40s are when typical Americans start noticing telltale signs of aging, including gray hair and joints that begin cracking. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Thank God. I don't have gray hairs yet.
None at all.
No.
Really? That's interesting.
And I mean, like, I need to get I would see it still in my roots. Like, I'm due for my hair to get done in the next week, but I would see it and I don't. But here's the thing, too. My mom was in her early 60s before she started getting some gray hairs. So I'm hoping I take after her in that regard.
Yeah. I know girls that start getting gray. I wouldn't say gray hair, but like strands.
Oh, when we got married, one of my bridesmaids had to get her hair dyed right before the wedding because she was showing grays. She was in her 20s.
See, that's yeah.
I mean, her mom started going gray early too.
I swear, and I have no scientific way to back this up or prove this. I swear to you, my chin and my goatee now is pretty much gray, and it sucks. But I feel like it'd be such a douchey thing to go get like
just for men.
Yeah, and start dyeing my because I like kind of having some facial hair.
No, that's my husband. He's great too, and he's the same way you are. He's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm like,
I'm okay with the salt and pepper look.
I'm not gonna come in one day and all of a sudden have dark brown face.
I know, be like, whoa.
Nope, this is me. It's always been me.
I would die if you walked in here.
Nothing to see
I don't know
here.
if I could look at you all morning like that.
And again, I have nothing to prove this with. Nothing to back this up with. This is me talking out of my ass. I swear to you, the gray in my chin part overnight after I had COVID.
Hey, you know
and
what?
I have nothing to prove that with.
No, I get that though.
But I'm telling you, I had a little, but you'd almost have to be up close.
It could have been coincidental or it could have been that. Who knows?
When I got COVID in the height of COVID.
Right.
Not the second time I got it.
When you were like.
I swear to you, after I got over COVID, like in a week, I looked in the mirror and went, what in the blue hell? Like cheese and rice.
Q92.
Cloudy skies through your Wednesday. We'll see a high in the lower 60s with scattered rain by late afternoon. Overnight, more scattered rain, our low 59. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Guardians lost to the White Sox yesterday, 7-5. They fall to 8-3 on the season. They will play the White Sox again tonight. 6:10 p.m. is first pitch. Tanner Bybee will be on the mound for Cleveland. The Akron Rubber Ducks beat Richmond last night 2-1. The Ducks are now 3-1 on the season. They'll play Richmond again today as well. 6:35 p.m. is first pitch there. And finally tonight, the Cavaliers are in action at home as they take on the Memphis Grizzlies at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. 7 o'clock is tip-off. The Cavs currently 46-33 on the season. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music Q92.
Our newest Q92 finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Eric.
Eric, where are we calling from?
I am calling from Canton right now.
All right, well, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're now a finalist.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Eric. You're in the running. You could be headed to Cleveland Sunday, April 14th to see the Cavs in their last home game of the season against the Charlotte Hornets. Tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92.
There you go, another finalist. Now, we are getting 2 more before the end of this show, both in the 9 o'clock hour, one with the cue to call and one for anyone that goes over to the live video feed of the morning show on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Click the like button. Put Moondog in the comment section. You do that, you have a chance to be selected by Lauren at the end of the show. We'll make you a finalist. And just a reminder, this is the final day. The last day to become a finalist. Your final chances with us, with Nicolina, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan tonight. And if you are a finalist listening, we're calling the winner tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And I believe we have a new contest after that.
We do.
So keeping it going, keeping the giveaways going. Do yourself a favor. Listen today for those cues to call. Become a finalist. Make sure that phone's by you. Around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be calling you. So looking forward to that. Also coming up now in the 8 o'clock hour, Your Call Wednesday, playing some requests, your requests. What would you like to hear? Anyone want to hear Patrick Swayze? She's Like the Wind Through My Trees.
Oh, yes, please.
I'm just saying, if someone were to
Love that
send
song.
it in, I mean, I would probably play it. I mean, you have to ask to be requested, but I don't know.
Somebody request it.
Like to hear songs like that, or maybe, Hungry Eyes.
Oh, my
I'm not-
goodness. You're speaking my language
not
this morning.
Trying to make it a Dirty Dancing, Your Call Wednesday, but I mean, come on.
Why not?
Also, coming up, 8:30, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I saw who the next resident Hall of Famer is going to be coming.
Me too.
I was like, pretty good. There's some names, man. I like it a lot. So a good conversation this hour about those parents getting sentenced in the school shooting. We'll see where that goes from here, if that now is something that happens more often. But good convo with you guys. The text on the phone line still to come to also later on, probably the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll sneak it in the 8 if we have time, depending on what's going on. Got to talk about Ricky Martin. Did you look it up yet?
Yeah.
It's did you watch?
No,
Oh.
I'll get to it.
Okay.
We're coming back from break.
Yeah. If you can get a chance, watch it. The story's up on Q92radio.com. We'll get into it. He really had a great time at the Madonna show. It's Pitbull Hotel.
Did he strike a pose?
He had a great. He was voguing. Hotel room service. Pitbull Q92. They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And you know what I mean? Not
Yes.
taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my
Well,
yard.
there.
Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not, putting the grass clippings out in the street or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard or raking them into your neighbor's yard, things like that.
Yeah.
Parking issues, people who park on the street and other people don't like it or not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you or you don't like, you wish they didn't do? Again, that's necessary. You might hate your neighbors. I get it. But you might not hate them at all. But they do this one thing. You're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
and it
know.
has nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Like, don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get in my. I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to just, I'm going to get the mail, and I said like, oh, I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear. I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside, like,
are your windows ever down?
Here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for better neighbors.
You could.
Everybody else, like, they're fine. Like, we don't talk to all of our neighbors all of the time, but if we see them, it's like, hello, you know.
Yeah.
There's one neighbor, though, in particular, and it's not even anything that they do that gets on my nerves. I'm perplexed by it. Both he and his wife have to pull into the garage backwards. They have
Does he have a truck?
to back in.
Dodge Ram?
Oh, my God, I think he does.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's a truck, but I don't know what make it is. I'm going to look today.
Either an F-150 or a Dodge Ram.
They are so nice, but I cannot figure out why we have to make it a point to back in. It perplexes me. It has for years. I don't know.
Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You know
really
your sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Now listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Booze. The Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
Yeah, you better sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, you know, just, I mean, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get. Yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. You know, there's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go, dude.
But you have said it before.
Well, take it with you and use it in life.
Oh, I have already.
Have you done it?
Oh,
Yeah. And I repeat it to other people, and then everybody else knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, well,
because they've already all heard it. They're like,
No.
yeah. Oh, they haven't?
They haven't heard it.
Oh. I see. I've heard it.
Just trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Jake, do you ever play golf?
One time in my whole life.
You enjoy it?
Like not mini golf, like golf.
Golf. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the best time. I would go again just to drive the golf cart around, but
Isn't that the best?
yeah.
How about darts? You both play darts?
We used to it in the basement when we were kids, but I haven't played darts in a minute.
Okay. Did you play any sports in high school?
I ran cross country 8th grade in the freshman year, and then I quit.
Why'd you quit?
I just didn't like running, and I also didn't like the booty shorts and the
booty shorts.
18 people showering at the same time in camp. It was a very
Jake's like, I'm out.
What the hell camp
This
were
is
you
way
at?
Too much.
that's what
Jake,
happens
what
at cross
camp
country.
were you at?
That's what happens at the Jackson cross country camp. Ask anybody.
I don't want to. Wait.
Booty shorts and shower.
Booty
Community
shorts
shower.
and group showers?
That's why
I mean, we had that for football,
The only time I ever
but that was
had-
after we played a football game. Everybody was dirty, muddy. They didn't have like individual like showers.
Wait, you guys all went in one big shower room?
Yeah.
Naked?
No, in scuba gear. Yeah, yes, naked. It was a shower.
Do you have that weird kid that had wandering eyes?
No, I got kicked out. Text message. Sounds like fun, Jake. Wait a minute now. I apparently I'm in the same club as Jake, but wouldn't think cross country.
I know.
Well, it's like a competition. They want to see how many people can fit in the same shower together.
Okay, we're done. Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Hanging out on your Wednesday morning on your radio. Streaming the audio at Q92radio.com. And of course, you can watch along on Facebook, YouTube, and on X. Anyway, you're checking out the show this morning. Thank you. We appreciate you doing that. Don't forget, we got 2 more chances for you to become a Cavs finalist during the show today. One is by going over and going to our live video feed of the show. It could be on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Click the like button, put Moondog in the comments, or we'll randomly select one of you at the end of the show. And we're going to hit that cue to call one more time. One more time in the 9 o'clock hour. We got that coming up for you as well. Coming up here in about 25 minutes, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame going to be joining us on the show and on the live video stream. Find out what the Hall of Fame is up to, as they are busy as well. We have that for you. And, of course, like I said, your call Wednesday. So you guys let us know what you'd like to hear, some requests. She's like, the wind through my trees has not come in yet. I know that's not the name of the song.
Come on, guys.
I know that's not the name of the song. It's not.
Isn't it She's Like the Wind?
Is it? Maybe I should just cut off the through my trees. I always giggled when I heard that first line.
Yeah,
Something
She's Like
about
the
it
Wind.
Something about it just sounded dirty. I don't know why. She's like the wind through my trees. We just felt like that was a
It's
little.
like she's everywhere.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Super romantic.
Great song. So call us up, text us, let us know what you guys would like to hear. Someone wants to go back to Coolio.
Oh, I love this song.
Oh my God! From what was the name of that movie? Not Enemy.
So
Dangerous Minds.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was a teacher.
Yes, it is Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. It's also one of Weird Al's greatest covers ever. Amish Paradise. But this is Gangsta's Paradise. It's Q92. Anyone got a crazy work story or something their boss asked them to do? I don't want to get names or nothing. I'm not trying to get anyone sued or
Right.
But anyone got any weird requests from their job that made you go, what? I guess the closest thing I got, and I've told this story, I think, over the years a couple of times. I applied for summer help when I was going to YSU. Make some money on the side, some money off tuition.
Yeah.
They were like, and I always wanted to work the parking decks. Because anytime I saw the parking decks, it was just some kid chilling with his phone or a book. Boop, hit the button, lower the gate, open the gate. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like, that looks like the easiest job in the world.
Right.
So it was right after spring classes went out. It was summertime. So a lot less people on campus, obviously, only people taking summer classes. not nearly as busy. You could even say a little dead at the time. I go in day one. I go to the building I'm supposed to report to, and they hand me a walkie-talkie and gloves. I'm thinking to myself, gloves. They go, all right, you're going to go here. Chris, you're going to go here, and you're going to be mulching and raking. And I would go, no, I'm sorry. I applied for I was the parking deck. I'm going to work the parking deck. And they go, oh, yeah, no. Parking does landscaping in the summer. Excuse me? Yeah, parking, they do landscapes. Like, that was not told to me.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, they do.
Huh.
Is that a problem? And me being the bitch I am? No.
Right.
So I worked for a day and quit the next day. I went home and called them immediately and said, I will not be coming in tomorrow. I'm quitting.
Oh.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Well, I was supposed to work the parking deck.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm mulching the campus.
I guess so.
If I'd have signed up for landscaping, yes.
But you didn't have any friends that did it previously,
No.
or you didn't know anything about that?
It just looked like the easiest job in the world. It said that it was open for the summer. I was like, I'm going to hit that button all day. Boop, pull on in. Boop, see you later. No, they're like, you're going to mulch the campus.
Yeah.
So I quit out of principle and laziness. Very good. Lauren, did you have a good day?
Yeah, I did. Our internet came back. Woo!
There you go.
So happy.
Finally, get back on
And
Pornhub.
You're an idiot. And we got a $40 bill credit. So I guess glass half full.
There you go. I had a normal day. What do we do? I went home, had to watch the kid. And then after she got off work, we had to go return. She won a microwave on Mac Bids, and it did not work.
Oh.
Had to take it back. They're very good. If you return, they'll credit you the money right back, instantly.
That's awesome.
They're very good at that.
Yeah.
The more and more I watch her in this, I'm a little impressed with how this place runs. Because, yes, there is an absolute chance you can get something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's a reason it was returned.
Right.
And so we brought it back, and there was we'll talk about no hassle. They're like, all right, scanned it. All right, the money's credited to your account. Like,
that's
you don't
nice.
need my card or anything. She's like, nope, your card's linked to the account. You're good. Check. There it is. Boom.
Nice.
They weren't like, what do you mean it doesn't work?
Right.
We're just like, okay.
I don't think people do that too much anymore, but it used to be a real pain to take things back. Like, I would almost hold on to broken things because I just avoided it, you know?
Oh, terrible. But yeah, so I was very impressed with it. And she keeps winning things. She keeps winning auctions. Now she's obsessed with getting us a new microwave on Mag. I said, "What? Hey, listen, we're out. We're going to go drop this off. We're out. Why don't we just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and we'll get one?"
Yeah.
No. She's like, no, why? I'm not paying $100 for a microwave.
Why would you do that if you knew you could get it cheaper?
Well, look what happened. We got one that worked. And there's another one that was there that she's bidding on, and we took it out of the box and like plugged it in to see if it worked. It does. So now she's bidding on that one actively.
There you go.
You're allowed to do that too, as long as you take the box back up and put it back together.
Oh.
You can plug something in and see. The only thing I don't, like I said, we talked about this when I'm in there, is some people like have like lawnmowers or weed cutters, and they're still dirty from being used. And I feel like that makes me not want to. I would not want to buy that at all. At least clean it up.
You would think.
Wipe it off.
I mean, like
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Cloudy skies through your Wednesday. We'll see a high in the lower 60s with scattered rain by late afternoon. Overnight, more scattered rain, our low 59. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Me, yes, but if we had like mortars, boom.
So now we're talking about destroying land and country to kill mammoths?
You know what we do? We would use drones. Drones with missiles.
Drones would drop mortars.
Very precision bombing.
Oh, my God.
Everyone does it. We are all done
Amazon.
for. Yeah, Amazon, you can get it, equip it, you're good to go. Same day delivery. Get out there, you just killed a mammoth.
Next day delivery.
So if the mammoth return and a Gremlins-like event happens, and there's a bunch of mammoths, I'd like to think, as a world with all the weaponry we have, that we could probably. Now, there would be casualties. You'd probably hear, my God, 12 were killed by a mammoth attack in the city. Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm saying.
A 50 cal snipe to the dome would take down a mammoth. See? One sniper. One sniper.
Okay.
Put him on the top of a building. Boom.
Okay, so now we're putting weapons in people's hands, just sniping mammoths.
Well, you call in the professionals.
This is going to be anarchy. This was a terrible idea, and you took us here.
Call in the ATF or, 8:21 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Coming up, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Still doing Your Call Wednesday. More texts, more calls coming in. We'll get to them as we can. Of course, 9 o'clock hour, your final 2 chances with us to become a finalist to win those Cavs tickets to see their final home game of the season against the Hornets this Sunday up at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. We'll do one on the radio here with the cue to call, and then we'll do one for those of you watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X just by going over, liking the live video stream, and in the comments section, putting Moondog. You do that, you have a chance to be picked at the end of the show. So got that coming up for you here. Question a girl asked on TikTok to men. A compliment she's not sure how to take it. I give you the audio right now. This girl on TikTok, she has a question for us men. And men, as you hear this, I want you to text in your answer. See if we can help this girl on TikTok out.
Beautiful. I have a question for all the men. When you guys call women cute, what do you mean by that? Because some women get called hot or gorgeous or beautiful. I always get cute. What does that mean? Why?
That is her question.
I mean, I think it's a valid question. What does it mean?
I always, if I tell a girl she's cute, I to me, that's a compliment. I'm almost probably flirting a little bit. Jake, I don't know, maybe you see it different?
No, I see it the same way. Yeah, it's a flirtatious.
Yeah, I would not tell a girl that I didn't feel was cute. She was cute.
I know, but I feel like when you say cute, you mean it oh, she's cute. She's not ugly. She's not pretty. She's not hot. You didn't say she was hot, so she's not hot.
No, but there is a
girl next door. Oh, that's cute.
That's my
take
thing.
it or leave it.
That's my thing. But to me, if I tell you I get it. I suppose you want to be called beautiful and sexy, and although some girls like being called sexy. Don't objectify me. But I'd like being called sexy if I was a woman.
You'd like being called sexy now.
I'd be like, you're damn right I am. Look at this ass. But me personally, if I tell a girl she's cute, I believe you're cute. You're good looking. You're cute. I would never. That to me is not to each his own. But to me, that's not a throwaway compliment to me. If I tell you
to me, it's a middle of the road compliment. Every girl wants to be told that she's hot, not cute.
I get it if I was like, oh, she's nice. That could be a little. Oh, she's okay. But I think cute to me is a compliment, and I'm probably flirting.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but I mean, I'm.
No, I know what you mean.
Probably flirting. Jake, same way, different way. Do you see it any different?
The only thing I just thought of is maybe when you call a girl cute, you're want to date her. If you call a girl hot or sexy, maybe you want to do just the.
Oh, he used her.
Nice. I like it.
Yes. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I don't know how to phrase it.
Yes.
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Yes.
To me, again, people might see this different. I absolutely agree with you. Cute, you probably want to date more. Sexy, you probably want to more.
What about hot?
Hot, maybe a mixture of both.
So that's where you want to be. That's the compliment you want.
But I don't see cute as not a.
Cute, I think, is very like my dog is cute. Does that make sense?
A baby's cute.
A baby is cute. A toddler is cute.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I get it. And that's not the first time I've heard a girl say that.
Yeah.
But what the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? Someone texted in, cute is better than hot.
Okay. Why?
Like a girl can be hot, but you could not be into her. That goes
true.
back to a little bit of what Jake and I said. Like, yeah, a girl can be sexy as hell, but you don't want to date her. You're not into her. Cute. I'm probably going to be a smitten kitten if a girl's cute. Who doesn't want to be a smitten kitten? I know I do. So it's interesting. Let me see. Another text came in. Cute is a hot girl who doesn't have to overdo it. Oh, how about that one? Cute is a hot girl who doesn't have to overdo it. To me, saying cute text is a nonchalant way of saying you're hot without saying it.
Okay, so implications are there.
I feel text message like hot can be considered just out of your league. I see where I kind of see where you're coming from on that, but I don't know. I personally, I just don't see cute as not a good thing. I
don't think that it's anything bad. I'm saying, what would a girl rather hear? That she's cute or that she's hot?
I don't know, because then if we say you're hot, aren't you like, oh, you just want to sleep with me? Well, not just.
Well, okay. The spouses still say it to the other person. Would you rather? Do you think the fiance would rather you be like, you're so cute or you're so hot? What do you think she'd rather hear?
To be honest, out of the probably beautiful would probably be
okay
more so.
But I didn't give you that as an option.
I know.
So that's cool and all, but
question. Let me ask. See if she'll respond.
Like in just the two of you in a room, one of those words has to come out of your mouth. Which one would she rather hear?
Cute or sexy?
No.
Or
hot.
Or hot. All right, we'll see what's that. Jake,
right.
Send that to Star.
Okay.
Please. We'll see what the results are from our significant others. Cute equals girl next door. Coming in the text line. That's my thing. I say attractive or stunning. Now, would you want to be called stunning? Text message. I feel hot carries sexual implications. Cute is acknowledging appeal.
Okay. I can get on board with
I
this.
see that. Yeah, hot is like, man, she's hot.
That's the best argument so far for, one or the other.
Saying she's cute is more of a reserved way of saying someone's hot/sexy. Like trying not to be too pushy when you're attracted to her. Because again, not all girls like being told they're hot or sexy. They might be offended by that. Not all girls, but a portion.
Mm-hmm.
A portion might be like, no.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not happening. My husband, when we were dating, would always tell me I was cute or so pretty, and he still does. Seems to work for them. Prefer cute when we are picking flowers or a day event. Hot at night.
I'm on board with that, girl.
Cute comes from a decent guy. Hot comes from a bad boy.
But what if you've got one that's both?
Ugh.
Because bad boys can be decent guys, too. They're not all... I know there's a stereotype.
The bad boy from the wrong side of the tracks with the tube socks, the neck tat.
What's the song lyric? A lady in the street, but a freak in the
freak in the-
bed.
freak in the sheet.
That can happen, too, with guys.
Yes. Oh, with guys?
A gentleman in the streets. Freaky in the
And it's
sheets.
Mortal
That
Kombat
should
at
be a
nighttime.
song lyric.
Get over here. I hate being called cute, someone says on the text line.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Man. Let me see. I like to tell girls they've got it going on.
How old are
Would you like that? No. You're really groovy in a far out way. Sports coming up, and Rich DeRocher after LL Cool J. Mama said knock you out. Text request on a Your Call Wednesday. yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like your sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I got to, you know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high fiving and clapping, I think
they're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Guardians lost to the White Sox yesterday, 7-5. They fall to 8-3 on the season. They will play the White Sox again tonight. 6:10 p.m. is first pitch. Tanner Bybee will be on the mound for Cleveland. The Akron Rubber Ducks beat Richmond last night 2-1. The Ducks are now 3-1 on the season. They'll play Richmond again today as well. 6:35 p.m. is first pitch there. And finally tonight, the Cavaliers are in action at home as they take on the Memphis Grizzlies at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. 7 o'clock is tip-off. The Cavs currently 46-33 on the season. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music Q92. They cloned a goat, didn't they?
Something like
Didn't we
that.
clone a goat or a sheep or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Pig. I don't know.
We cloned something. We'll be cloning humans.
No, I think she actually is alive and that she had some sort of surgery and she is recovering. But if the royal family really uses a body double, which they have said that they do have someone that's like a lookalike, like a decoy, if that's really who it was at that farm market and stuff, like that's so.
8:37 right here on today's Hit Music. It is Q92. Don't forget 9 o'clock hour. 2 more chances to become a Cavs finalist. So be listening. Head over to the live video feed, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Click the like button and put Moondog in the comments section so you can have a chance to become a finalist at the end of the show as well. Right now, though, it is a Wednesday in the 8 o'clock hour. So that means we're talking with our friends at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Rich DeRocher joining us like he does every Wednesday at this time to update us on the Hall of Fame. And Rich, how are we doing on this Wednesday morning?
You said friends plural. Does that mean I have a split personality?
No, I mean, well, we love everyone at the Hall of Fame. All this stuff, even the people that aren't on the screen every week.
Okay.
We love everybody over there. How about that?
Good. No, that's fine. He said that's fine. He said that's fine. Do you agree? Yes, I agree.
All right, so, hey, Hall of Fame, busy, doing great things. The Browns exhibit still going strong and more events coming up for that, Rich.
Listen, we had hoped that Bernie Kosar would help us kick off the Browns exhibit, but he was unavailable on that first weekend, but all along said, I'll make it one of these days. We'll figure it out. Well, we're figuring it out this Friday. And I know, that has always been somebody who's been a fan favorite of Browns fans going back to some of the glory days of the mid to late 80s and Bernie's ability to lead the Browns back in some late game situations. So, Bernie's coming in. I know, Dave Logan, Reggie Langhorne, Webster Slaughter. That's going to be a lot of fun for that Chalk Talk on Friday. And we encourage people to come down and see all of those guys. And then that gets us to the last weekend with, Browns alums. We've got Joe DeLamalure and Ozzie Newsome for the last weekend with the older Browns guys. And then we recently announced that we were going to extend the Browns exhibit a week and bring in a couple of really young guys, DeJuan Jones and Luke Wepler, who are going to talk about, being young and being in this game and seeing if they can put together a long career, but really having them focus on the draft. And isn't the draft just about everybody's outside of Kansas City and San Francisco and back not too long ago, New England. And, the draft was everybody else's Super Bowl. So, Christian, you know what that's like.
Oh boy, do I. I mean, we have our Super Bowls coming up, coming up here. Number 1 pick overall. You're right about that. But this is going to be great. I mean, when you think about, might be a hot take, but I would it be fair to say that possibly Bernie Kosar is one of the most beloved Browns of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to a game 2024, you're going to see.
He has a song.
He had a song, Bernie. He had his own song that every radio station would play on a Friday before their game on Sunday. I mean, he's just one of the nicest human beings you could ever meet, and he's so gracious with his time. I know that Chalk Talk's going to be great. He's going to be so amazing talking. And then you have his two biggest targets when he played in as well. When you look at the guys he threw all those touchdowns to, it was Webster Slaughter, Reggie Langhorne, Brian Brennan. I mean, to have those two in, that one's going to be, they're all awesome. But this one in particular is going to be really, really a very fun one.
You know, Bernie endeared himself to Cleveland fans before he ever put on a uniform because he said he wanted to play in Cleveland. I mean, how many Browns, Indians, Guardians, Cavs players, pick your pro franchise through the history of Cleveland sports. How many guys said before they came out, I want to play in Cleveland? There hasn't been a lot.
No.
So Bernie was a lot of people's favorite before he ever put on a set of shoulder pads and a helmet. And once he did, and lifted the Browns up to some real success in the late 80s, particularly, before diminishing skills took him off the roster.
I remember that. I remember that press conference.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable. Bernie got the last laugh though. He went down to Dallas and won a really important game for the Cowboys on their way to a Super Bowl. So Bernie has a Super Bowl ring, so he got the last laugh on that one.
He did.
But I know, and Bernie will tell you in his heart, he loves the fact that he has that ring, but in his heart, he really, really, really wanted to do that in Cleveland. So, those kinds of stories, that kind of passion is going to come out when he's here. And appreciate, Christian, that you mentioned Brian Brennan because I forgot him. And Brian and Bernie are really good friends. And part of the reason Bernie cleared his calendar to get here, to be here this Friday, was because Brian was going to be part of that. And Bernie said, wait a minute, Brian's coming? And, we have talked in the past couple of weeks about how quickly all these guys have said yes or tried to figure out ways to make it happen. Bernie was a little surprised that Brian was going to be here because Brian doesn't do a lot of things.
I was going to say that to you, Rich. I was like, you don't hear too much from Brian Brennan doing a lot of personal appearances or interviews or things like you really don't.
Right. But he's saying yes to this. And when Bernie found out Brian was going to be here, he's like, okay, then this is the weekend. I'm going to make sure I can be there too. So, that wide receiver core and their commander, Bernie, should have a lot of fun things to talk about. And again, you can see those guys, you can see the Browns exhibit as part of your admission. The Chalk Talk is an added ticket, or the breakfast on Saturday morning. I know some of the guys are doing autograph signings. So, just a lot of ways to interact.
Yeah. And so kind of pivoting to this new program that we talked about last week, we got to see Browns Hall of Famer Leroy Butler out and about in our community. It was so great to see him, whether it was interacting with fans and visitors at the Hall of Fame, or whether it was with our smallest students in elementary schools locally. He was out and about, really engaging with the community. It was so incredible. And now we know we've got a former Heisman Trophy winner, Raiders, Tim Brown, coming, and he is our very next.
Notre Dame. Don't forget Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, too. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
all right.
I know you're a Notre Dame fan. But he's the next face that we could see out in our community.
And you will. And his experience will have some similarities to Leroy, but what we've enjoyed is gaining a deeper understanding of what is important to these Hall of Famers and where their passions lie. And Leroy is an accomplished cook / chef. And it was important for him, to go to some of the area restaurants, talk to the head chefs, even prepare a little bit of the food for some unsuspecting guests. Hey, would you like your appetizer prepared by Leroy Butler? That's not, the restaurant. Tim is going to visit a couple of the restaurants. I don't think he's going to go into the kitchen and prepare any food, but he'll engage with some of the guests. But what's really important to Tim is his spirituality. And so, you'll see him, part of what he's going to do here, he's going to go to Malone. I know they're very excited. Many of the students at Malone are going to have a chance to hear Tim speak and deliver the message that's important to him. And he'll also speak to some other church groups while he's here, and also spend a lot of time in the museum. So, you talked about pivoting. It's a little pivot from what Leroy did, but that's what makes it great. Is you can find the guy, who shares the passions that you do. Come say hello. Let them know you appreciate that they're coming back to Canton to give of their time to. Just to engage. And we call Canton their second home. And we've got 28 guys who've, really we have 60, we have about 60 yeses. And so we've really got 2024 and 2025 largely locked in with those guys who want to come in and share.
Yeah. And I think Lauren touched on a really great point, because we just had the first one with Leroy Butler. And I think what this showed is just what you mentioned and what she mentioned. These guys aren't coming to town for a day, hiding in their hotel and coming out for 5 minutes and leaving. They're literally hanging out at the Hall of Fame and being part of the community in the days they're here, to where you could see them out and about anywhere in Canada. I mean, it's really cool to see how that played out and see how that goes and see the precedent sense, because like you said, you're going to see these guys at local schools, local colleges, local restaurants, and the Hall of Fame. And they really are coming in with an amazing attitude and just putting themselves in our community.
And some of it's pre-planned. Some of the groups that have their business meetings that use the hall's event space for a business meeting, they know, and some of them have even talked about coordinating a meeting at the hall with an appearance by a Hall of Famer. Others is just pure happenstance. And one of those happened with Leroy and the Jackson High School cross country team, who was, at the hall for an awards banquet. And here comes Leroy, whose own special needs son has really taken to cross country running as a way to be a little bit more, for the social aspect of that, being on a team. These were important things to Leroy and his son for that development. And so Leroy has really gotten into the spirit of cross-country racing, cross-country running, and found out that, Jackson was going to be here for a banquet, and he popped in on them and shared a message with them. And I know we just got tremendous feedback from that. And we really hope and are confident that this is going to continue, week after week, from now through into early November, mid-November.
Awesome. Very cool. Love the program. It's fantastic. Rich, thank you as always. We love you checking in with us. Love hearing what the Hall of Fame's up to, and look forward to talking about more of these Hall of Famers coming to town. And look forward to talking to you about how great Bernie, Reggie, and all those guys are next week when you talk to us.
All right. Thanks, Christian. Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks. Have a good day, Rich.
Pro Football Hall of Fame, joins us every Wednesday. Good stuff there. Bernie.
Can you imagine dining and like a gold jacket walks out of the kitchen and is like, here is your appetizer?
It's insane. It's insane.
I think it's super cool.
And that's the second or third time, I think, already Leroy Butler's been back to Canton since he got inducted. Like, he seems to really love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, it's cool. He
was here to open the slides, right? The snow.
Oh, he was. You're right.
He was a Hall of Famer that came back for that.
He kicked off the tubing, the winter tubing over at Tom Benson. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he seems to love it here. I love that. I hope more of them, show up and are here longer and spend more time here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is the home of the Hall of Fame. This is their second home.
Come on over, everybody. Come hang out. We'll meet for dinner. Forecast coming up from Mark Johnson. A couple more of your requests also on a Your Call Wednesday.
Just for a correction, Rich said Leroy's been here over 10 times so far.
10 times?
To be involved in community things.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Good for him. Even though he's a Packer. Good for him. Q92.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Cloudy skies through your Wednesday. We'll see a high in the lower 60s with scattered rain by late afternoon. Overnight, more scattered rain, our low 59. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
My God. What?
So good.
Talk about, I'm going to make one song, and it's going to be fantastic. That actor made one song, and it was, I know Eddie Murphy's had some hits as an actor. He had Party All the Time. My girl wants to party all the time. He had a hit. There's been actresses that have, or actors that have had, Bruce Willis, I think, had a song that was on MTV back in the day.
Yeah, she's like the window, I think.
But did anyone, that's what I'm saying, did anyone do it better than Patrick Swayze as far as an actor dipping into music a little bit? We've had musicians go into acting, and that worked out okay. There's a lot of musicians that end up being actors. But who was like an established actor that dipped their toe in music, and you were like, oh.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh.
The only one that came to mind.
Maybe. I guess.
He's not bad.
A couple more texts about the cute thing. I don't love being called hot. It seems disingenuous and like they only see me sexually. But cute has different contexts. Like, oh, she's real cute. Or, oh, yeah, she's cute, someone says. Really, no matter what we say as men, we're screwed either way. Someone said on the text.
All right, that's kind of fair.
That is what I call a fair assessment. Y'all think too much. Either one is a compliment. It's just a word. Body language is what matters. Someone says cute is for puppies and children. I hate being called cute. That's like the third person that texts, I hate being called
That's
cute.
kind of where I stand. That's what I said. Babies, puppies, stuffed animals, kittens.
Jamie did respond.
Yeah.
She said, I don't like being called cute. It sounds casual and childlike.
There you go.
Nice, beautiful, pretty are all better options. The only time I don't mind when you call me cute is when I'm dressed extra sporty.
Well, yeah, because that is cute.
Yeah.
Like her fit's cute. So that's why
Yeah.
she's cute.
Yes. She likes the only time to her, but other than that, she's not a fan of it. So duly noted. I will save that text. And Jake's still waiting for his response.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I sure am. It's 8:57. Coming up now in the 9 o'clock hour. 2 more chances to become a finalist for the Cavs contest on the final day to become a finalist. Because we're calling the winner tomorrow and kicking off a brand new contest tomorrow. So if you want to win these tickets to see the Cavs, final home game of the season this Sunday up at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse against the Hornets, you need to be listening to Q92 all day. We're going to hit that Q to call next hour. And again, go over to our Facebook, YouTube, or X live video stream of the show. Click the like button and put Moondog in the comments. Lauren's going to randomly pick one of you at the end of the show and make you one as well. And again, your final chances with Nicolina, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan at night. That's all coming up. And finally, we'll get to a little bit of Ricky Martin and Madonna in the 9 o'clock hour. It's American Authors. Best day of my life. 8:58. It's Q92. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mm-hmm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like, you know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
Real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
This is Olga. No,
it increases your audience selection.
Yeah. You're the more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like 2 promotions, maybe 1 more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where he's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding them, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
Wow.
all right. All right. I'm a 27-year-old teacher. My alarms go off starting at 5:45. They're preset every 10 minutes until 6:50.
That's over an hour. That's an hour and 5 minutes.
That is an hour and 5 minutes. You could have been sleeping.
You didn't finish your text.
Because
That's hilarious.
every 10 minutes until 6:50, because I suck at waking up. 5:45 is ambitious me. 6:50 is homeless me. You guys are
She's funny.
literally wasting sleep. This is exactly how I do it. 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:35, 6:45, out of bed at 7, and I'm 54 years old. Guys, I understand that it might not make sense to a neurotypical brain. Is that a dig?
No.
Is that a smart way to call me
normal,
stupid?
That means normal thinker.
But if it makes sense to her and it helps her get up in the morning, even though it sounds stupid, it works for her.
Yeah. To each their own. I mean, obviously it works for a lot of people.
Look up neurotypical. What does that mean?
It's not a dig.
I think I was called stupid by a very smart person, which might be true.
I know what it means, and it wasn't.
I do the same thing, only 5 o'clock hour, but I also fall right back asleep as soon as I roll over and shut the alarm off.
Neurotypical. A term that describes people with typical or average brain development and function. I told you.
I'm pretty average. I do what you do with the really loud phone alarm, but it's my old phone, so I use another phone to wake up.
What?
Because it has the loudest alarm for me to wake up.
Okay, so they're going for noise. The volume.
This is so interesting. 38 here. I'm like not daughter. I hate getting up and will sleep through an alarm. My first alarm is 6:30. It's heavy metal to make sure it wakes me up when I hit the snooze because I can't actually wake up to that ruckus. The next alarm is 6:45, which means definitely get out of bed. Then I have one at 7 that's telling me my kids while it plays, that is telling my kids while it plays, they have 10 minutes to get out the door. So you got 3 different alarms. My boyfriend has 8 alarms set. They go off so long that the next one starts going off before he even turns off the one before it. It's the most annoying thing ever. On today's hit music, it is Q92. Good morning, everybody. 9:07 here on your Wednesday morning. Glad you guys were with us on the radio at Q92radio.com. If you're streaming the audio of the morning show, or if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We appreciate any way you guys are checking out Q92 Morning Show. And good job in the Your Call Wednesday, by the way, with the request. And
especially that Patrick Swayze.
Gotta love the Patrick. Someone said technically he's a one-hit wonder. That went to number 3 on the chart.
Yeah, he definitely did. I mean, there was, yes.
I'm putting him down as a one-hit wonder. Not bad for an actor to have a big hit like that. Like I said, the only one I can think of that had any like real, I believe, like I said, Eddie Murphy with My Girl Wants to Party All the Time. I believe that did do pretty good. I don't know if it went as high as 3, but it was a hit. It was a hit. So congratulations to our friend Patrick Swayze. Rest in peace. Gave us amazing movies like Roadhouse, like Dirty Dancing, like The Lost Boys. Oh my God. The Book, The Outsiders.
Oh yeah, that was
Lost
that
Boys.
was an early film. Yeah.
So many great movies. He was a ghost. So coming up this hour, I do want to talk about Ricky Martin. He was shaking a little more than his bonbon at a
Oh, he was shaking his bonbon
at a Madonna concert. Stories on Q92radio.com. And then Cedar Point, Top Grill Dragster 2 is going to be opening, but there's things you need to know before you go ride that this season. I'm serious.
It might change your outlook.
You need to know. We're going to talk about that. It's all coming up later on this hour. It is 9:09 right now. It is Shine Down, a symptom of being human. Q92. Sad.
Like I got teary-eyed reading it in class.
There are some cartoon movies that got you.
Yeah, that was
There's
one
a
of
few
Casper was another one.
Casper could get you.
Yeah.
Casper could get you. I mean, you're gonna laugh, but I mean, Transformers the movie, cartoon movie. Because you have to understand, and I think any man in his 30s and 40s that's listening can understand this. The cartoon I watched my entire childhood. People barely, even though there were wars every day and everyone had guns and rockets, barely anyone was even shot, let alone injured. I mean, they had these wars, and it was the worst aim I've ever seen in my life. Meanwhile, I watched The Walking Dead in 2023, and everyone's a marksman and never misses.
Right?
But the movie happened, and all of a sudden, people are getting killed. And it had never happened in a cartoon before.
Yeah.
Like the opening scene, Megatron smokes some of the like old school G Transformers, like Ironhide. It kills them. And you're just, I remember as a
I
child.
see you in the family room, like pacing, like pulling on your
honest
hair.
to God, Lauren, I know no one, unless you're watching, can see this. This was me. I was like.
And your heart broke right then and there.
Some of the most popular characters were literally smoked in the first scene of the movie. Optimus Prime died.
What?
I was like, what am I watching? That messed me up. Yeah, of course, that cartoon got me.
I
Optimus
guess.
Prime, he was my hero.
Stayed with you. I mean, you can recall a lot of details.
He was my hero.
Ever seen somebody pulled over in a construction zone? That would be so awesome.
No, that'd be funny if I did. I just cold flashes. Someone said in the text line, you have a cold flash.
It's not a flash. It's like consistent the whole time I'm here. But I go home and put my slippers on and I'm fine. Like, it's just here that I'm cold. I was hot as all get out in my car this morning. I'm at butt warmers. I had to crack my window.
Gosh.
I'm just saying, I don't think I have the issue. It is literally 65 degrees in here. It's chilly.
It is a little bit, but I think it's going to be all right. I think you're going to make it.
I think so, too.
I do.
Coupled with the fact that we get up early. When you're tired, you are more apt to be chilly.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Someone said
Throw a tangerine
maybe
at you.
you're anemic. Someone said in the text line. I
don't
thought that about her.
No.
Sometimes I look at her across the room, I go, you're anemic.
I am not anemic.
Iron deficiency,
I am
someone
not
says.
anemic. I've been tested.
I love it.
It is
What else does she have?
65 degrees in here, friends.
What else does she have? So far we have menopause, iron deficiency, and anemic. What else is she?
And I'm not in menopause. I'm far too young.
Too young?
Okay. But I am young. I would be on the very young side of it.
I'm at the age now. Next year I gotta get.
You're gonna go through menopause?
No, I gotta get my booty checked.
Ooh!
Time to go. Ooh.
Someone's gonna get the snake out.
Like, all this technology, is that really the only way to determine?
Yeah, they gotta go have a little look-see.
I know. I just like that. Really? We have all these space filters and all these cool things you can do in life, technology, and the only way, you know what I mean, is little Jack Horner in the corner.
That's what Jack Horner was doing in the corner.
Well, until the cops arrived.
I thought he stuck his thumb in a plum.
My plum. Got to go around the room for our rage. I have rage. Quick story, I'll try to be brief. You've heard me talk about how much I love crispy, crunchy chicken, right?
Yes, I have. Nasty chicken.
It is the bomb diggity. I don't think they say that. It's not stuff, I can tell you that. That's no cap. A lot of riz in that chicken. So, driving home, being out Saturday, we decided, I'm going to get, there's one in Girard. On the way home, I'm going to stop and get crispy, crunchy chicken. I buy it all the time. Big sign on the freeway for it. I was so excited. I haven't had a chance to get it. And Jamie was like, get it, let's go.
Treat yourself.
You wanted that for a long time. We had a great day together. We were in a great mood. I get it. You wanted that forever. You haven't got it. I will get it. I'm telling you, I'm so excited to get crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, this is going to be fantastic. I pull in, there's the sign. It's the same sign I've seen at all the other crispy, crunchy chickens. It's way up high. It's right there on the building. It says crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, oh my God, let's go. Give me an 8-piece in your JoJo fries, and I'll be gone. I walk in, right? Looks just like every other crispy, crunchy chicken. Ask me what went wrong.
It was closed.
Oh, no, it was open.
Okay.
Ish.
Understaffed?
Yeah.
Gross chicken?
No. Listen to this. At that crispy, crunchy chicken, the one I pulled into and decided to go to, they don't actually sell pieces of chicken, only chicken fingers. I was already like scared. Like getting the menu like it was going to change before my eyes. Like, come on. And I asked, I go, do you not have pieces of chicken at this crispy, crunchy chicken? And the girl was like, no, we don't.
And she wrecked your day and she had no idea.
And then I saw like they had chicken fingers and they had breaded chicken wings. I did my whole side there. I guess I'll have breaded chicken wings. Well, sir, that's going to take like 10, 15 minutes. We don't have any ready right now. So I ordered, I'll take your 10-piece chicken tender. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And the guy comes out from the back. Yeah, I don't know why she told you we had 10. We don't really have 10 right now. You're going to have to wait for
oh my Lord.
chicken tenders too. So you don't have, in my head, I'm like, so first you don't have chicken at crispy, crunchy chicken.
Right.
Second, what you do have is wings and chicken tenders. But third,
but not really.
But none of them are prepared to sell. Nothing is cooked.
You end up getting chicken or leaving?
I got chicken tenders. I took them home, and they were actually delicious. question for you guys. I actually stole this from a girl I know that posted this on her social media yesterday,
Okay.
and she wanted people's opinion. I thought it's interesting. Uh, the status is you all know it's okay to date multiple people when you're single, right? Like, right?
Okay.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
You're single.
You are single. I
You-
mean, if
you
you're
could-
not,
you could Cray and Greedy right here on today's hit music. Q92, the Q to call for the Cavs has not happened yet. That means it's still coming up on the show. So make sure you're listening for that Q to call so you can be calling and pretend to become a finalist on the final day to become a finalist to see the Cavs' final home game of the season. Charlotte Hornets and appreciation. Who doesn't like to go to that? Who doesn't like to see the Cavs? Go Cavs. Let's go. Think about, Cavs game is coming up. Speaking of coming up, Ricky Martin in the news yesterday. I saw him trending on a multiple social Ricky Martin. You don't really hear it. While he popped his head up, you know what I mean? He did apparently at the Madonna concert as well. Stories on Q92radio.com. It's also on our X page. Click on the link and read the article. Watch the video for yourself. Ricky Martin was at the Madonna concert. Came out on stage like you do. Sometimes you go to other shows. Bring him up on stage.
she had him as a guest. They were supposed to be rated for the dances. They were doing their catwalk strut.
He has some really, probably attractive. Ricky Martin was having a really good time. He enjoyed it. If you don't believe it, there's physical evidence. He was accused of full attention to try to be a little close. He was
I wondered how you were gonna.
accused of being a full attention. Jake, you get what I'm putting there?
Oh yeah.
You ever been on stage that happened to you?
No.
Either.
Can't say.
I mean, a couple of math classes. Yeah, back when you're a teenager, you get the and I remember, what did you see that I did? Did I miss something?
What was that? Your first class of the day?
You like fractions that much? Because I don't. I was like, but on stage, and you can see it. He was dancing.
Yeah, but he had very loose pants on. I think that was gonna happen.
And they were dark black pants, which helped him. A little slimming, maybe things. I think when you saw side view, it was a little hard to deny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was movement.
Yeah.
He had knocked himself out. But it was. Did you see the video?
Side view and all.
I mean, do you really? I think it happened.
Yeah, oh, definitely
I don't think it's a question of, because a lot of the headlines are, did he? Was he?
Yes.
Yes and yes. The answer is yes and yes. I don't know why we're discussing this. But that was, again, go watch that. That was it.
Embarrassing.
A little bit. You got to figure some people headphones.
Yeah.
Madonna's
Well,
not
they
one of those.
definitely did because
Madonna's not one of those people that make you put your phone away. I thought that was interesting. I was like, well done. You can
I
go.
mean, it's no wonder he was like gyrating and dancing with them,
He can-
thrusting.
he can dance.
Yeah.
He always could dance. I mean, think of how he danced in this music video. I mean, all his songs were dancing songs. If you think about it, all the hits he had, "Shake Your Bon Bon" was a dancing song. Was a great dancing song. He was huge for a while. Gotta come. But if you want to see the video, if you're curious, Q92radio.com, Q91X, go check that out, and you can see what we're talking about. Let's pivot. Let's pivot away from that. But hey, you listen to the show for the greatest accomplishment of my life. One of them, non-employees to ride the original track. I have an award somewhere for it. I think it was real. Still an award.
Still looked like
Still looked like gold. Given to me it was media day, and I was I think I was on the first screen we did as it wasn't an employee. I remember the morning. I was a little nervous. I was nervous. There was a thunderstorm before, so it delayed a little bit. It was late. And I wrote that thing. It scared the hell out of me. It was also one of the most awesome things. You can see Canada from the top.
I heard that for some of the, not just that one, but other coasters too.
Because you get up that high, and on the
You see
original,
across the lake.
and there is a second before you. It's not like you just go, oh, you go up, and you're like, oh dear, and then you go back down. Great ride, quick ride, but a great, obviously, they announced last year, Top Thrill 2, bigger, faster, taking it up. Right? Now there was a little bit of controversy with things falling off the Top Thrill track that might have injured people. Seriously, so there's that. But, this article is also on our website. Great reason to go over to Q92Radio.com, and while you're streaming us, the articles we post. But just so you know, the Top Thrill 2 is opening up this season, and they have attractions, quote, rider safety information. This is, you guys, because a lot of you listeners go to these amusement parks every year. But you have to know that guests wearing loose-fitting shoes without a strap or back will not be permitted on the ride.
Yeah, so listen up, all you prop wearers. You guys gotta go into sports mode before you get on that ride.
Yeah.
Pick up that back piece and get away with it.
Yeah, and I guess people are upset with this. Guys, it's their
Can you go barefoot?
See,
some people show up to the park and they're wearing slides. But you're wearing slides, let's say. You kick them off and get on the ride.
I'm using the article. This is on WKYC.com. They talked to a spokesperson, Tony Clark from Cedar Point. The answer to the first question: are riders who wear flip-flops or slides restricted? The guests who wish to ride the Top Thrill 2 will need to have the appropriate footwear before entering the lawn. A more detailed set of rider guidelines provided at the upcoming Cedar Point blog/social media post prior to its opening on May 4th.
That's not that far away.
No. It says as riders have experience with Steel Bend roller coaster, cell phones will also be restricted from the Top Thrill.
I agree with that. I mean, well, did you see Matthew McConaughey? Somebody found it.
That's,
I mean, but that could hit someone. I get
yeah,
that.
no, at a high rate of speed.
Yeah.
It is no loose articles would be permitted in line, including cell phones or other objects. Guests will be required to pass through a metal detection before going on the Top Thrill.
They're not playing then.
No.
This isn't just somebody sitting there with a wand.
Yeah, like you have a phone, do you? All right, get on board. They're
Right.
like, step in, beep, hand over the iPhone. You're not filming this one, buddy.
This is like TSA stuff.
Top Thrill 2, according to this, will be the tallest coaster at Cedar Point, overhaul of the original, and it features 3 high-speed launches between 2 420 foot tall towers, 420 feet in the air. So you know,
I'd be happy with that little caterpillar roller coaster of like Tuscarora Park.
little Bunny Hill.
Yeah.
Top speed of the ride, in case you're wondering, 120 miles an hour.
You
The ride duration is 2 minutes.
too long.
The first launch, listen to all first launch going forward, 74 miles an hour.
No, thank you.
Second launch going backward, 120. Third launch going forward, we're going to go to 120.
No, thanks.
Guests must be at least 52 inches tall to ride. So there are some restrictions on this. Like you said, leave your Crocs at home. We're going to get whatever they call sports mode.
Yeah, well, my son's best friend calls it. Like, hang on. I need sports mode for this.
Everybody, you were warned, and they'll have a post coming up with all the details coming up in May. We'll keep you posted.
You ride it now? Get a medal?
This one, yeah, man, I'm a.
Okay.
The first one, it was.
Not even if another medal was a mistake.
I think especially if with
Are we
knowledge.
so enticed by medals and awards?
I don't know, but I will.
That's the trick.
There's an award.
Yeah.
Oh well, then let me see. I'll risk it all. But I don't know, man. I gotta be honest because the first one it wasn't too name for me to look at. Writing it was awesome. When I actually wrote it was awesome. There was like we're on the track and I'm looking at the person next to me. I'm looking at my God, what are we doing?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
Right.
I mean, it's like radio. We just call in and they can see it.
They don't know if we really did it or not.
Is anyone really gonna know? Man. Relaunch it.
No way.
420. At 120. No, man. No.
Like I would be more comfortable doing this versus like a carnival. I don't think I could. When you unpack a roller coaster out of multiple suitcases, I've got questions.
Over and over.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Yeah, this is built days.
It's
I have a lot less fear of that at a movie park as opposed to
a carnival. Probably carnival, yeah.
Jelly Roll, Lady Will Q92. If you swallow chewing gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. I was absolutely told that.
Okay, so I wasn't told that it was staying there for 7 years, but my great grandmother used to tell us that if we swallowed gum, our insides would stick together, and if we swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in our stomach.
Oh, I used to think that too.
Yeah.
I used to think I could grow fruit in my stomach.
You thought you could grow fruit in your stomach?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like 5. You don't know any better.
Multiple fruits?
Yeah. Well, like I never actually had one, so I guess multiple fruits.
So you thought if you swallowed any type of fruit seed, that fruit would then grow in your stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was totally told that by my great grandmother.
I did think that.
All right, you want to hear a weird, gross one?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean a kid. This is going to be kind of gross. I used to think my testicles were stuffed shells. Not going to lie.
Sorry, what?
I thought they were stuffed shells that I must have eaten and dropped down there. I can't make that up.
What the heck is wrong with
I don't know. Y'all were talking about that. The growing fruit's fine, but I can't have stuffed shells in my balls? Okay, that's the line? I didn't know. That's a fun fact I don't think I've ever said in this show before. I've said a lot. I used to think they were stuffed shells, and I must have swallowed them, and they went down the wrong place, and
that's where they decided to congregate?
Well, I guess I got stuffed shells and
get a hole in your stomach, so they went there.
Don't even remember eating them, but boom, they caught them both. I guess that's where they're gonna stay. Fun facts, everyone. That is 100% true. I am in no way making that up.
I can't believe you shared that.
Yeah, sure did. I'm pretty much married, got a kid. I'm good.
I know.
I've told this story too. I watched a DJ get his ass lit up at my friend's wedding. And I know the girl, I've known her forever. She is not the one to mess with. She is one of the nicest, most loving people in the world, unless you cross her.
That's my sister-in-law. She'll go right for you.
They specifically told the DJ, you do not play the chicken dance at our wedding. Now, they're paying you.
And then they hear that.
Bro decided he was going to play the chicken dance, and she chose violence.
Yeah.
And I watched him in the hallway getting eviscerated. And
Good.
And I was just like, I want to be like,
she's a paying client.
No, I agree. You paid. If
yes.
you went through that list, you planned it. This is her wedding.
Right. This wasn't like house music. This was she sought you out and gave you instructions, and you did not follow them.
You a check.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I did not blame her at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought that man was going to tear up.
Good. Maybe he learned his lesson.
And I wanted to go up to him like, bro, I could have told you she's not the one. She's not the one to decide you're going to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
I'll bet he followed rules the rest of his DJ career.
Yeah.
Because I remember I walked out in the hallway to go pee, and I was like,
See, and I would have been mean, but I'm more like that person that kind of like just, I hate to say it, I can be passive aggressive when I'm upset.
There was no beating her. No, she's not the girl who beats around the bush.
My sister-in-law could have made him give her a full refund after her verbal tongue lashing.
I think she hit him with a folding chair. And five.
It's like WWE.
Our Q92.
This is your cue to call. Want to go see the Cavs' final home game of the season this Sunday, April 14th against the Charlotte Hornets? Well, you can't go unless you win the tickets. You can't win the tickets unless you're a finalist. Here's an opportunity, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you'll be in the running. It's the final day to become a finalist. Caller 10, good luck. It's Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer on Q. The first weekend, I was on vacation. I really got a chance to see my nephews play basketball. And my youngest one, Lucas, plays for his school's team. And I went to see them. They played their arch rival, Middle Ridge versus McDonald. Those are rivals. If you're from those areas, I'd be like,
that's like Jackson Hoover,
like Jackson
McKinley
Hoover.
Maslin.
Yeah, Wellington Alliance.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, oh. Now, this is 11th grade basketball.
11th grade or 11-year-old?
I keep saying 11th grade, and I never have meant it. It's because that's how I wrote it in my notes app. So let me change my notes
I was
app.
going to say, you might want to
And
fix
maybe
that.
that'll make me stop saying 11th grade.
This was an 11-year-old's basketball game.
Yes, so young. But to the point now where you know what's going on. You're running plays a little bit. It's not like that just like crazy.
Where you go stand on your mark with your hands up.
Right. Like
Right.
they're actually trying to run plays.
Correct, yeah.
So I come
Setting
in.
posts.
The game had already started.
Yeah.
And from the moment I walked in, it was me, Jamie, and little Jimmy went to go. Wanted to see his little cousins. We took them. Everything seemed somewhat normal. It seemed like there was a heightened sense of rah-rah.
Oh, it's a rivalry. Right.
But I still thought to myself, if we break this down, this is 11-year-old basketball.
Right.
So I went and sat down. And one of the first things I noticed was the coaches for both teams were very into the game. You might even say, and I don't know any of them personally, they might be amazing people. But both of them were very boisterous and loud.
Okay.
And on the refs.
Are we talking like NBA level, going for a playoff game?
Just very loud. You could hear
spitting
everything
when
they were
yelled.
saying. Yelling at the refs for everything.
Oh.
And I thought, okay, whatever. All right. That's a little more than I would probably go for an 11-year-old league. But okay, I guess if you feel the ref is not making the calls that he should. Okay. So here's the thing I didn't know about this league. Apparently, you're not allowed to double team in this league.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know why, but for some
really?
reason,
You can't double team
11-year-olds,
coverage?
You can't double team a player in this.
All right, rules are rules.
And these are schools. This isn't some church league. This
Right.
is the schools. And so neither team felt the refs were properly calling when another team would double team. And then fans
joined in,
began
naturally
to yell about the double teaming. And I thought, oh, okay. Great. 11-year-olds, but okay. I guess makes you a little annoyed. You see a double team, it should be called. It's not. Okay. But then suddenly, the row directly behind me, I realized there are two men sitting closer than you and me are. Like, basically,
like elbow
the
to elbow.
phone in between us. Here.
Okay.
And therefore the opposite team. And at one point, and I don't know who was even for which, but at one point, the one guy told the other guy, hey, man, you need to relax and calm the hell down. He's like, I'm just saying, call it both ways. Call it both ways. Yeah, I get it. They're kids. Calm down.
They're 11.
So
right.
Those two were going at it. And for a second, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to have to break up two grown-ass adults from a fight at an 11-year-old basketball game. That's how intense it was getting.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Anything you're saying.
I'm like, so I've got coaches screaming at officials at an 11-year-old basketball game. Now I've got two fans literally that
getting
sound
ready
like
to
they
throw
might
down.
get ready to get into a
right.
fight at an 11-year-old basketball game over double teaming. But the coup de grace might be one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Maybe that's an overstatement. But at the very end of the game, the very end, the final 3 seconds.
Okay.
They're going down the court. The coach for Ridge, I don't know how he did it. I didn't quite see because I was following the kids down the court.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, coming into vision of these eyes, I see the referee tripping, falling, and hitting the ground.
No, he didn't.
He falls, hits the ground. I look over.
Why did he fall, Christian?
And I'm like, was he tripped by the coach for Ridge? I don't know how, but they got entangled. Somehow the clipboard of the coach, and he did not swing it at him, so I am not saying that at all. He did not swing anything. He didn't try. I don't know how.
Okay.
But somehow they made contact. The clipboard the coach had, I believe, hit the ref in the head.
Oh, my God.
And the ref fell down. And you might say, oh, that's so crazy. Sure, the ref just got up and brushed it off.
He did it?
The referee lost his poop. He got up and started swearing. I mean, this is in front of everybody. He's like, you a-hole, Get the hell off the floor. And he's
my
shouting
gosh.
so loud. I'm doing high-pitched Mickey Mouse. He was doing loud grown man.
Yeah.
Like, you a-hole, get the hell off the floor. Takes his whistle, slams it against the wall, checking his head for blood, just pointing and yelling, swearing, storms off the court.
Oh, my God.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Hi, it's Miranda.
Miranda, where are you calling from this morning?
I'm in Alliance.
All right, Miranda, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're now a finalist.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Miranda. You could be headed up to Cleveland this Sunday to see our Cleveland Cavaliers take on the Charlotte Hornets in their last regular season home game. Just tell everybody your favorite station that made you a finalist.
Q92.
All right, and Lauren, final chance for those trying to become a finalist on the live video stream as well.
That's right. You have a couple minutes to head over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Find that video live stream from our studios here at Q92. Give it a like. Drop Moondog in the comments. Just literally write Moondog, and we'll be pulling our very latest finalist for the last Cavs game of the season.
It's all coming up real quick. Q92. Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I say Ric Flair, woo! Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake Dewey, woo.
Woo!
Do you know Ric Flair? No. Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like...
He has his own wings now, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, I pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called, his wings? Wings!
Oh, my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without, I don't probably get distorted, but wings!
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings! Wings!
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh, God. I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh, boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like, it's him on the box. It says woo across the box.
Do it all together now. So you would be like, woo, wings.
Woo wings.
There you go.
Oh, my God. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
It's awesome.
I will say, it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee, and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic test.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself know.
They created that for themselves.
You've still got hours of sleep. That might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh
he
my
actually
God.
gets himself out of bed and eats and then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right now.
Yes, it is.
Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, right here on today's Hit Music Q92. It is 9:53, and before we get out of here, you guys that went over, you clicked the like button on the live video feed, you put Moondog in the comments section. You did it for a chance to be chosen and made a Cavaliers finalist for a chance to win those tickets tomorrow. See the final home Cavs game of the year this Sunday at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse against the Charlotte Hornets. And Lauren, it paid off for who today?
Hold on. It's going. I don't know why it's not highlighting on my screen. I have a winner, though. It's Crystal Miller Hickman. She's the finalist.
Crystal Miller Hickman. I like that. 3 names. Congratulations. Yeah. You're now in the running, and you might get the phone call from us tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock telling you, hey, you're going to the Cavs' final home game of the season. All you finalists, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we're calling one of you. So have your phones by you. Make sure you answer because we really like when you answer.
We do. It's now on the screen. I don't know why that was like such a delay, but congratulations, Crystal Miller Hickman. You are today's finalist. We'll reach out and get your deets.
Final day to become one. You've still got chances. You got chances with Nicolina coming up next. You got chances with Keller this afternoon and Ryan tonight. So keep listening to this radio station. Keep listening for that cue to call. Be caller number 10 whenever you hear it. And maybe we'll be calling you tomorrow morning at 8.
Maybe.
Thank you guys so much for being part of the show this morning. Good interaction, good talks with you guys on the phone line, the text line, the comment section.
I thought we had a really good, thoughtful conversation about, what just transpired in Michigan.
We covered everything.
We did.
Pretty much, including Christy Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Is being called cute a compliment or not.
Right.
Court cases. We pretty much covered it. We talked to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Thank you to Rich DeRocher.
We found out who our next residency is going to be. Yeah, it's going to be Tim Brown.
So, what?
Yeah.
What? We'll be back tomorrow with a lot. Calling the winner of this contest. Hey, we have a brand new one to announce as well. So, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Jake, anything for the good, fine men and women that listen to this radio show before we get out of here?
Love you. Bye.
There you go. Catch you tomorrow morning. It's Q92.